And once again, I've been talking to myself. That's what that looks like. Let's see. And once again, there it is. Yeah, there it is. We like that. We like that. Okay, so we're gonna go into the scene. I guess I'll repeat all the things I said because, yeah, nobody could hear it. That was for me. It was a practice run. Um, I'm a professional. What can I say? I have done this at least once before. Okay, so mostly just testing out stuff today. Mostly just making sure everything's connected with the new stream setup. I used Restream yesterday. There was no audio on the VODs, which is really cool. I really appreciate that. That's really exciting. So not using Restream anymore. Actually, just multi-streaming from OBS, like you know, a pro, like you're supposed to, like the dev gods intended. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So, it looks like we're live on Twitch. It looks like we're live on YouTube. We've got things happening. Stuff is going on. Let's see what's happening. Post-apocalyptic vibes here in Singularity. I can't even finish any of my sentences. This is gonna be wild, yo. Last stream. If you skip to the last hour, I'm just saying unhinged shit the entire time because I was tired. And I think this time we're skipping to that. We're skipping to that. And I'm not going to forget the music this time. Um, that's entirely too loud. That's just like, wow. What was I even thinking? Ridiculous. Absurd. Superfluous, outrageous behavior. I'm even going to take it down even more. We got to make sure that you can hear me. Absurd. Superfluous, outrageous behavior. I'm even going to take it down even more. We got to make sure that you can hear me. Absurd. Yeah, see, that's. No, we're taking it up. We're taking it up. We're taking it up. Okay. And muted there. And muted there. All the muted things. I don't think I need this anymore. It's fine. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. I'm just kidding. It does. You ever watch a show like way too much, and then part of it like becomes instilled in your brain? Yeah, there's a certain Aqua teen related show with various characters that I'm not going to say any more about, but it is a majority of probably this part of my brain, and that seems like it took up important space that I now don't have available to the rest of my brain. And that upsets me. Alright, I'm going to finally hit play here, and we're going to see what we're doing, just to make sure everything's hooked up, everything's working, and, Oh, wait. Oh, cool. We got 13 attack. Oh, we're gonna do some stuff. Alright, let's see. Okay. So, scavenging right away. We got a lot of metal. There was, apparently we raided somebody's desk, got some Twinkies. That's pretty dope. We love that. Everybody loves Apocalypse Twinkies. Now, let's go see if this guy wants some Apocalypse Twinkies. And he was like, yeah, you got 13 attack. I'm all about that. Let's go. Alright, we can keep going. We're just going to keep... Oh, this one didn't come up. And the flickering drawn. Alright, we're going to fix that. This is the event system. Now, as you go through and scavenge and various other things are going to trigger the event system, each one of these that comes up gives you a choice. Each choice affects your faction in either direction. As you progress, the more faction you get towards one direction or the other, you get different choices and you also get different buildings available to you. So they matter. In this case, we're going to salvage the AI core, and you can see my faction went up there. Positive right now goes towards AI, which is the thing. Let me pause this for a second. Ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Okay, am I back? There we go. I'm back. All right. All right, we've done that one. We're going to go over here. I could have just clicked all the way over there. I don't know why I didn't, you know? It's been a long apocalypse, okay? It's been a long apocalypse. And we're going to set this one to water filtration. All right. And we're going to keep going. We're going to go find some people. We need 40 scrap metal to build a watchtower. And surprisingly, there is a bunch of food in this. Oh, and that's right, you can't. I also limited certain buildings from being watchtowers because a ruin or a basic house doesn't reach high enough for it to make any damn sense. I might change that. Right now, super not going to do that. All right, let's go scavenge this. Is it depleted, or you just... Yeah, that's that distance error again. I'm going to have to address that. Actually, you... Give me that. That's a fairly wide area that will just generate survivors now. Because it's like, oh, look. There's a watchtower. There's people. They're doing safe things. And I'm tired of not doing safe things. Alright, we're going to talk to this guy. Oh. Yeah. Oh, and he's got a gun. Did he do gun motions? No. No, he didn't. Did it matter? Almost. That's probably one more shot. Alright. Let's head back. Let's select everybody and head back. Alright, let me see where I place that stuff. Okay, you can see here that the buildings that that I converted to other things, which, you know, they don't have models yet, but they get added this stat field. And each different type of building increases a different type of stat or gives some sort of bonus. And then you can assign people to them, which I've talked about this in the last stream, but I'm going to talk about it again because I got a lot to say. So, get my people. I'm going to pause again. Yeah, okay, I'm going in the right way. That's a police station. That's a police station. That's a police station. You know, a lot of police stations. There we go. There's where I want to go. I'll keep going. Okay, so this is the Haven. I'm gonna have it, you know, update the actual like building model when it's converted, so it'll look dope. Right now, you just have to look at the UI, which isn't ideal, but it works for now. So, with it selected, I'm gonna assign a survivor, and he's gonna haul ass away from me, cause yeah, no more of that. No, assigning survivors. And this is more for my own edification, remind myself, each building you can assign survivors to, and it activates automation. So for the Haven, he goes around in a general area, this blue area here, and scavenges from different buildings to generate resources. From the greenhouse and the water filtration, they contribute towards water or food generation. And you can see up here we got 101 food, 33 water. And he's going around. He just got some metal, so that is working. Let us find. Because I didn't add the thing to it, and now you don't know where it is. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, he found a screaming tree. Do we feed it organic waste and observe, or do we burn it to the ground? I find this picture terrifying, so I always burn it to the ground. It didn't change. Oh, wait, yeah, it did. Okay, so we're going to go. This is actually a greenhouse. Assign my dude, and he's going to start doing capoeira. Because, like, look at him go. Yeah, get it. Yeah, let's all do it. Let's all do it. Just, ooh. Oh, do the other side. Do the other side. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to grab this guy. And we're going to go over here to water filtration. And, he's just going to pull a lever. Good. All the stuff that I did yesterday still works. And I didn't break it. And it's not some crazy nonsense. And we're happy about all of that. And so are you. Because I said so. Okay, one of these still had, like, let's go here. Yeah, where is that? Yeah, okay, we don't need that anymore. See, I was hurting my feelings last stream, and now I'm hurting him this stream, and I just, we don't appreciate that. Nobody appreciates that. Okay. We're good on that. We're good on that. Next will actually be the Haven. Yeah, next on the list is the Haven. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight. Yeah, because this was always going to be like a shorty just to test stuff out, and I was expecting a lot more issues and got none. So that's really cool. Alright. Has influence. It's probably right here because when you convert it to a haven, that establishes the radius, that establishes the bonus. It should probably. This kind of feels like a different thing though. And just to remind future me, we're gonna get rid of that. That's still, it's there hurting my feelings. I don't appreciate it. It's just rude. It's just rude. Okay, so the watchtower grabs all buildings in a certain radius. And as long as it's not a building that's been converted, it starts doing a generation RNG to generate additional survivors. Obviously, this hasn't been balanced in any sort of way. It's 5%, and it happens every 5 seconds, and it's 20 buildings, so, well, depending on the layout of the city, 20 buildings, it should generate one every tick, according to the math, assuming there's that many buildings within range. Worst case, it's one every 2 or 3 ticks, which is only like every 20 seconds, which is fine. But the thing that is next on the list is going to be the Havens version of this, where it basically does this, but tries to convert unconverted survivors to your cause. Like a shining example of safety in the apocalypse. Or something. I don't know. this one only works if you sign a survivor. And the Haven already has a task where if you assign a survivor, it makes them scavenge in the various areas. So maybe we'll do it a different way. Maybe we'll go over here. That's the UI. I don't want that. Get out of my face. That's just, get out of my face. Unbelievable. Okay, scavenging bonus. Actually, okay, rude. There we go. Alright, so we've increased that. Now from here it needs to set up a we're not going to do this tonight, but yeah, see, I don't know if that's necessary. It's not. It's not. Which is why it's commented out. Why is it still there? I don't know, because I'm scared. Okay? Deving's hard. Alright? It's hard. Ridiculous. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're going to do this. And am I able to do that over here? Probably not. Hell no. Hell no. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go over here, and we're going to grab this thing, and now we're arranged in such a way that we actually make sense. Actually, we're going to move it over. We're going to move it over. And, you know, it's stuff you can't see. You don't need to see it, alright? Mind your business, which is the code, and how bad it is. That's your problem now. I did it. Now it's your problem. That's absurd. It's ridiculous. I apologize. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I do. I'm not sure yet. Okay, what am I trying to do? From here... Actually, it'll already do it. It increased... Okay, so I've already kind of covered this. So, when it comes to the recruit feature, there's a couple of things that go into it. And right now, since it's just me, you're going to be my rubber ducky. Alright? You're going to be my ducky, my logic duck. I'm going to talk to you. Because I don't have one, which I just realized. There was one on my other desk. And now, I don't know what happened to it. And now I'm just lost. Just talking to you. You know? Okay. So the idea was that anywhere close to a haven that was set up looks like security and safety, and in the apocalypse that looks like, that would be like, yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea to be over there. And in the recruit feature, see, it doesn't automatically trigger the recruitment though. Maybe that should be a different thing. Because what I don't want is after like the first few minutes of the game for you to have to manage recruiting new survivors to build out your thing. It should be something you do in the beginning to get settled, and then after that it's automated so that you can focus on the military part of things. And as long as you have a survivor, you can move to another part of the map or whatever and, you know, reset up, reestablish, and it kind of keeps going. So you survive, but you also, you know, real-time strategy. There's also choices. There's a lot of stuff, and I like it. But as far as this particular feature, sounds like it's still on the drawing board, and I'm trying to pull it off the drawing board, and it's looking at me, and it's like, no, bro, draw more. Like, all right, damn, feature, shit, calm down. So, with that off, we are. What am I even looking at over there? Okay. What did you want? Yes, I know, I know. You ever tell people you're doing a thing, and then they just sort of ignore that and do their own thing anyway? Ridiculous! Absurd. Absurd. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to take that one back to the drawing board. I'm going to put it to do a Toto. I'm going to put a Toto here. Let's see, what do I want? And because I'm like the best at comments, possibly add automation for survivor conversion here, or not. I'm not your dad. And I was about to type LOL. Oh my god. Okay. So let's bring up the bug tracker because there was some things still on there, I believe. That weren't finished. Starting stats, that's not it. Okay, so what we had issues with there... Actually, we didn't have any issues. This is going too well, okay? This is going too well. I'm gonna need something to break. Because yesterday we fixed a lot of the selection issues, because that was half the stream. Because I was like, what? It looks like I've selected them, but it didn't. And yeah. And then Fear needed a timed cooldown after Recruit, because God knows I need a drink. Warehouse Aura, we addressed that. Animations, Jump Around, we addressed that. Selection Rings, we addressed that. Sick! We're not ready for the Survivor stats. Okay. So then it looks like we're building out requirements for the next buildings, which is really exciting. And then we're looking at building out units for the actual military, like conflict fighting part of things, and that's even more exciting. That is amazing, and I love it, and I'm excited for it. So, first thing, we need to go in here and see what we have requirements set up for. See this? Yes. This is what I was afraid of. Do I not have a resource type? Like, did I get this far and not have a resource type because, like, I'm some sort of, like, crazy person? Am I crazy? Is that what I just decided? I think it is. It's upsetting. There we go. understand why you're being so terrible to me. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's see, it's all based off of a string right now. I'm gonna leave that. This is not a thing. And neither is this. Okay, so that's a thing that needs to be added on here. Resource enum, because strings are terrible, and so are you. Yeah, alright, we like this, we like this. Update resource system to use enum that you just created because you are smart. See? Future me is going to see that and like, oh, past me thought I was really smart. I guess I should probably do that because it's probably in the best interest of the game. And it is. It is. He'll get it. You'll see. Oh, that's ridiculous. Alright, so we got that. It's in there. Let's go over here. And barracks and warehouse are there. The tech bonus, combat bonus. Okay. Okay. This is... I might be done with tier 1. Might be done with tier 1. I'm gonna have to determine if this matters. Because the tech bonus is supposed to be a survivor with a higher tech bonus gives you more benefit at specific buildings that you assign them to. So those features, so those stats matter. And right now, they do not. So I think that might be the first one. That might be the first one that we add here. Stats not only start terrible, they aren't used for much because you're not great at this. See, gotta balance out future me, because I just hit him with a compliment. Gotta balance that out. Gotta balance it out. He can't be getting a big head. He already has a big head, as you can see, because like this is it's too much. It's too much. Okay. Okay, so we have those. We have the next sort of section set up. We have it set up so those buildings can be built. Let me make sure can convert has... and that script we just closed a minute ago, like get out of my face. Yeah, it needs to be back in my face, because I need it. Convert. Let's go down to can convert, which is right here, which is actually in the other script, so we didn't need it. Actually, get out of my face. Oh, we're having a good time. Okay. Can convert is right there. Can't convert those buildings further. That makes sense. If you already have a haven, you can't make another one because then you would be a landlord, and no one appreciates those in the apocalypse, especially when everybody has guns and lasers and like mutant claws and psychic abilities. Yeah, this game's got stuff. Okay? You don't want to be that guy when everybody's got stuff. Anyway. Okay, tier 2 buildings. Can't turn a house into a watchtower, that's fine. Which, that should probably be a song. So for barracks and warehouse, all you should really need is a haven. Which just means that it's these. You need a haven. And okay, that's set up. Let's go back here. Where is, there it is. And I think for watchtower I put it on tier 2. Nope. Okay, we also need to iron out this UI. Because I'm tired of default Unity UI. This is terrible. It's not good. It's not good. It's not my favorite. It doesn't make me happy. And I want things in this game that make me happy, and that's not it. So, go. That's the point. That's the point of this. Okay. And actually, need to do a thing. So I will be right back. Okay, let's bring it back down to, where you see me. Let's put me on the screen. I am the reason why I'm here. That makes sense? Were those words? I certainly hope so. Okay. What they don't have... Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Oh, and I forgot to do that. Okay, apparently I'm doing that today. Okay, so all of that I can actually do off stream. Let me see. Yeah, no, that's fine. And we're going to do that. Where did it go? That puts that back. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to call it there for the night. I just mainly wanted to make sure that all of this stuff connected, and actually everything I did yesterday still worked. We were able to get the rest of the buildings for the first section here, the first tier, so that you can build them and they provide you a benefit. The next thing would be the influence zones actually converting converting people. And then beyond that, we are looking at improving the UI, and then building out the military part of things, the actual like combat with units that have lasers and aren't just trying to survive, which will be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. So, with that, until next time.